Good afternoon. Bit more relaxed than I felt for a while. It's a very sunny day here in Rochester. I've just been out in the castle gardens playing with my children, and it's been nice to catch up on some sleep.
The Telegraph, Mark, describes you this morning as the man most likely to ask David Cameron if he can please come back. Will you?
The Telegraph has described me as many other things, and I would question some of the quality and accuracy of its journalism, particularly as you got into the election period. But no, I stand by the decision I made. I came into politics to try and change things, and I've given it my best shot.
Let's just remind ourselves what you said to me when you were still a Tory just a year ago.
In order to get an independent Britain, we need a majority in the House of Commons to deliver a national referendum in which everyone, not just in Rochester and Stroud, but in the whole of the country, can have a vote. And when they have that vote, if they want an independent Britain, they need a Conservative majority government that will deliver that referendum.
So obviously we were talking about the whole issue of delivering a referendum on Europe, and it has happened just as you predicted. The only thing is you've miscalculated and you've ended up on the outside when you could have been a player.
Well, I don't think it's about me. You know, it's about the people in Rochester and Stroud. It's the people across the country and who they want to represent them. And I gave my view as honestly as I could and stood by my principles. And I lost on Thursday. I accept that. I'm pleased there's going to be a referendum, but I'm very concerned that David Cameron is in charge of it. I fear that this supposed renegotiation is going to be synthetic and essentially fake, and is really just intended as a mechanism to try and keep the UK in the European Union. I mean, Craig, who's in the studio with you, he used to be a keen campaigner for leaving the EU, but I heard more recently he was now an EU reformer. And David Cameron is saying only people who support whatever is renegotiation, however little, will be allowed to serve as ministers. And all the pressures of people trying to make a career in the Conservative Party will be to support whatever Cameron renegotiates and to claim it is some great change that's going to reform our whole relationship with the EU. I don't believe that, and I don't believe it's a fair basis on which to fight a referendum. But nonetheless, I welcome a referendum, and we'll be fighting as hard as we can to again be an independent country.
And I hear loud and clear that you'll be part of that campaign to come out of Europe. Just coming back to the election campaign, did your party, did UKIP let you down by focusing so much on South Thanet?
No, not at all. I mean, I've had no complaint whatever about the level of support, whether that's financial or whether that's just the hundreds of people coming from across the country to help my campaign. I feel we had a very active, very well-resourced campaign on the ground. I was happy with the messages we were putting out and communicating. I did my very best, got all the support we needed, but just we lost. And
they clearly thought Kelly Tolhurst would make a better...
No recriminations. Just thank you to everyone who helped.
So they clearly thought that your constituents, that Kelly Tolhurst would make a better MP than you.
Well, that's democracy. I respect their choice. I congratulate Kelly. I wish her well. I mean, I said that I just wish her as much pleasure and satisfaction as I've had from representing this piece of our country. It was a wonderful experience. The 80,000 or so nearly residents in Rochester and Stroud, they're the boss, and they've made their decision.
Okay.
They hired me, they've now hired her, and I wish her well and hope she does a good job.
Well, on the subject of wishing people well, Craig McKinley is essentially you 5 years ago, a shiny new Tory Eurosceptic. So any advice to him? I wish him well too. I would, if I was him, stick by your principles, Craig. Try and work with David Cameron and the team around him. I think you'll go far. They need people like you, and all the best in trying to work with Thanet District Council and UKIP there and the government, see if they keep their word to get Manston Airport reopened. I think if you could do that, that would be a huge feather in your cap. Mark Reckless, thank you very much indeed. Hugely magnanimous, actually,
Very
talking
kind,
about you there.
Very kind, yes.
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.